like to pressure the crap out of us. You guys saw what I saw. I mean, they pressured us and they strung out or trapped us off ball screens, and we didn't handle that well at all. And you know, our ability to move the ball and drive gaps to force help, it was pretty weak the entire first half. Second half, we actually did a better job with it, but they had so much pressure on the ball, even when guys are open, we didn't even think about passing it because we were just trying to survive. So give them credit. That game today it mirrored the game in Lawrence. You know, it was us and Lawrence doing that. Today it was them doing that, and we didn't handle it very well at all.
Bill, you always talk about how difficult it is to play here. How difficult was it to coach and see your team play in Ames today?
Well, what makes it hard to play here more times than not is Iowa State's got really good players out there on the court. That's what makes it hard. Crowd's great, but you know that adds to it. So I thought the things that you have to do to win away from home, you know, the toughness, the take away the arc, because that was definitely an emphasis. You know, take care of the basketball, no live ball turnovers. If you look at the first half, they beat us on offensive rebound, fan for threes, and scoring off live ball turnovers as much as anything. So, you know, we didn't do near enough to make up for our deficiencies there. And then start the second half, you know, they come out and they make their first 7 threes. Is that right?
Yeah, 6. Yeah, 6 or 7.
So yeah, that would be a formula for disaster wherever you're playing away from home. So, and they executed and they played well, but our defense was soft enough to make sure that we let them feel comfortable shooting it.
From your perspective, Coach, has Iowa State changed or grown a whole lot since the first matchup to the second matchup?
Well, they were a lot better today than they were against us the first time. You know, the thing about it is, TJ and I have actually talked about this. Season's long. We caught them when they weren't very good. They had a terrible 7 to 10 days, whatever it was. Worst 7 to 10 days they've had this season. We were the same way. We were coming off having that stretch, and we bowed our neck that game, and they bowed their neck this game, even after coming off the game in Fort Worth. So it's a long season. It's ebbs and flows. It's disappointing that we left out of here not putting game pressure on them, because you can come up here and play great, not win. But certainly we didn't put any game pressure on them that was significant at all. I didn't feel like.
What made you want to keep riding with that lineup with the 3 stars? I mean, obviously you're having more success later in the second half, but what made you want to keep riding with that set of 5 guys for as long as you did?
I'm sorry, what 5 guys?
Yeah, so it was been Marco, Cole, and Jaden, I think, were all in the game for a long stretch.
Well, Marco was the best player in the game, so you're not going to take him out. And other guys are tired. You know, you got one guy had a little surgery on Wednesday from an infected root canal that they had to cut him open and go do. He had practice this week, and you got another guy that's coming off a sickness. So I thought that I don't think that had any bearing whatsoever as far as a lineup. The reason that anybody would think that would have any bearing would strictly be because of stats. You know, those other guys did every bit as good as the guys that were in there beforehand down the stretch.
Coach, you talked about Iowa State making its first 6 or 7 threes of the second half. I think at one point.
What was it? Was it 6 or 7?
Their first 6-minute shots were all threes.
Okay, the first 6 minutes.
You turned around at one point and just kind of like smiled and kind of threw your hands up. Is that one of those moments where you just like feel helpless defensively, or did you feel like?
Well, I think that I didn't feel totally helpless defensively until Silovich made the one in the corner over Flory. I mean, that was a big time play. I mean, yeah, I don't know that you do anything other than say, yeah, pat him on the butt and well done, because we actually defended that pretty well.
Bill, Darren, I think, played 24 minutes. Was that just because of the game flow, or was it conditioning, or just a mix of other things?
I think it was just probably game flow and conditioning. I tried to sub him because guys, he's been sick. So when he needed to come out there at the end, I was thinking, what do we do to give us the best chance to have success on Wednesday? Yeah, that was just me making that decision.
How did you think he did in the time that he did have on the court?
I didn't think he was great, but he hadn't practiced much, you know. So I don't think he was bad. I don't think anybody was great today. So except for maybe Marco played well, but I think lack of court time had a lot to do with that, and they did a good job defending him too.
How do you think guys will respond to the first loss in a while?
In this league, guys, it's a good chance it's going to happen again. It's a good chance Iowa State will lose again. It's a good chance Arizona will lose again. This league is good, and especially away from home. Yeah. So how do you think we'll react? God, I hope we react like men, because in February when you play conference games and you play away from home, there's a great chance even the best teams, leave unhappy. So we just can't let one become two.
Coach, you mentioned the offensive rebounds. I think it was 8-1 at half, and I feel like after you held them to 2 points over 7 minutes, getting an offensive rebound really fueled getting their offense going. Just how critical was that in terms of them getting going?
I actually, I thought they were tougher than us on the glass, but I would be curious to see how many shots did they score threes on after getting an offensive rebound. You know, it's one thing. It's demoralizing if you guard and your first shot defense is pretty good, which I thought ours was in the first half, and then they get an offensive rebound, you fan for three, and I think that happened at least 2 or 3 times. I could be wrong, and that was the whole game plan. They do a great job of stealing possessions, but taking advantage of stealing the possessions because they look for 3-point shooters immediately. And obviously the youngster off the bench,
Bateman?
yeah, he was good. He was good in the first half. He's really good.
All right, Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bruce.